Now, balsamic, beetroot and Roquefort is the perfect antipasti dish for a great Sunday lunch. And it's an amazing way of getting kids up to speed with those sort of sweet and sour and strong flavours like the cheese. Now, these are pre-cooked, but you can buy them fresh. Then just bake them like you're baking a baked potato. Wrap them in tin foil, season them with salt and pepper, and bake them for half an hour. Just pierce the bag. The nice thing about beetroot, of course, it's something we can use all the year round. In the summer, we can make the most amazing salad. In the winter, you get the most amazing beetroot soup, finished with creme fraiche. And in the spring, caramelised beetroot with Roquefort is delicious. All you do is cut the beetroot in half, and then each half into 3. But just look at the colour of this. Really nice, sort of rich and ruby. And that's what, is fascinating about this antipasti across the table for a Sunday lunch, is the kids look with all these wonderful colours and textures, and they get excited. But it's a great way of manipulating them. Just like my mum used to hide those Brussels sprouts tucked under that overcooked mashed potato years ago. Hot pan, olive oil in, and just get the olive oil smoking. Beetroot's in. Not too much salt there because we've got that Roquefort, which you know is very, very salty. So just a little season on the beetroot. Pepper. As we start putting colour on the beetroot, they get nice and dark and ruby and rich and more intense in flavour. Now, we get the balsamic vinegar. And this is what starts to sort of make the beetroot really exciting. We're going to start caramelising them with the vinegar. So, in goes the vinegar. And what you do now is just you cook the vinegar down. And this amazing smell comes off them. And the balsamic glazes the olive oil that enrobes the beetroot and just takes it to a different division. And we do it with turnips, and we do it with carrots. It just makes it very silky and smooth. I think this country got fed up with beetroot because it was always jarred and pickled and sliced very, very thinly and little bits at the bottom that you never wanted to eat. This is a really nice way of giving a beetroot a really nice new identity. Now, we've got to leave them to cool down, out the pan, but just before I take them out, look how dark and rich and ruby they've gone. Beautiful. And they smell amazing. And just leave them to cool down. Now, to toast the sesame seeds, again, a nice dry pan. And be very careful when you toast these because they're small, minute little seeds and they burn very, very quickly. What happens to them now is that they get sort of almost like sort of popcorn. They start cracking in the pan, so you've got to be very quick. Again, salt, pepper, and I much prefer using the seeds and the oil. The sesame seed oil, look, snack, crackle and pop everywhere. The sesame seed oil is very strong, and it's too strong for the beetroot and the Roquefort. So with the seeds, you get a bit of both. You get a little bit of the oil coming out of the seeds, but you get the flavour, but very discreetly. And it tastes almost like a really nice sort of mild sort of nutty flavour, but very dainty and very delicate. Out into the bowl and just to cool down. Now, as they cool down, they go really nice and crispy. And they got sort of nice little hollow centres. So it's a little bit of a crackling in there as well, but a really nice flavour. Roquefort cheese. It's strong, it's slightly sour, but it's creamy. It's got a really nice texture. 3 things happening at the same time. Combine that with the beetroot and then the sesame seed, it's an amazing combination. Pick up the Roquefort and slightly sort of crumble it. The nice thing about this particular dish, you could roast the beetroots the day before and leave them in the fridge overnight. And then 5 minutes before your family arrive, sprinkle the Roquefort cheese on there. Just to finish it off, take your seeds and just generously sprinkle. Now, because they've been dry roasted, they're going to stay nice and crispy, so it gets a really nice bite. Now, the textures, the combination of the cheese and the beetroot and the nuttiness of the toasted sesame seeds has to be 1,000 times better than your granny's pickled beetroot left from 1989's Christmas party. Look at it. God bless your nan.